This may be the single most powerful manifestation technique that you've ever heard of, and I'm going to show you in this video how you can use it to get everything that you want in life and really create your dream life. I learned it years ago from a guy named Frank Kern, who was an internet marketer, and Frank was a little bit wild at the time. He was sowing his wild oats, and he said, look, you can't go to Vegas every day, spend $10,000 at the blackjack table, chase women, and do shenanigans every day. That's just not sustainable. And so what he said was you could, however, figure out, like, if I had to live the same day over and over and over again, like Bill Murray in Groundhog Day, for the rest of my life, what would that look like to the point where I would experience the same joy? So what he did was he wrote out a script that was his perfect average day. And I actually did this about 7 years ago, and I went overboard. I wrote like 27 pages with so much detail, it's kind of crazy. It was like, I'd feel the plush carpet on the floor as I walked down the stairs, being overwhelmed by this sense of gratitude. And, I ground the beans for my first cup of coffee and saw the dew glistening in the sun. It was way over the top. But it was really important that I did that because as you begin to write your script about what your perfect average day looks like, you want to be very, very detailed. Because two things that we need in order to manifest what we want is a clear intention and elevated emotions. And that's why this technique is so powerful. So as you begin to write your script and you fill in these details that you can add to later, what you're going to feel is the experience of actually having that in the moment. And the emotions that begin to come up as you write your script, as you stay focused on the thing that you really, really, really want to experience in your day, you're going to begin to condition the brain and the body to look like that has already happened. So here's what I recommend. Start with the emotions that you want to feel. Write them down. What emotions do you want to be experiencing every day? Gratitude is a great one. Love, joy, inspiration, excitement, curiosity, being in love with life. Write all of these emotions down. And then think about the people that you want to be interacting with. You may not even have your soulmate yet, but just begin to describe that person and get into the feeling of what it's going to be like to be with that person. What are you doing your whole day? Do you want to be working? Do you want to be, what kind of profession do you want to be in? And fill that in. What does that day look like? What does your perfect day look like? So when I did this, I was in a 2-bedroom apartment with I didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. And, I always had this dream, though, of being on a tennis court with my wife and coming out the sliding glass door and being out on the tennis court. And this was 7 years ago, and now here we are. So let's get into why this works so that you can really assign meaning to what you're doing when you script it. So everything is energy. Okay, if we look at matter, which is the fundamental building blocks, which is the atom, we know the atom is 99.99999% energy. And all energy is measured in frequency, and all frequency carries information. So if everything is energy, and we live in this ocean of motion, as Bob Proctor used to say, and we're connected to everything and everyone in this field, and we combine that with the understanding of the law of vibration, which is things of a similar frequency vibrate together. So I'm a violinist. If I play the note A, all of the other A's on that instrument will vibrate, and they call them overtones. And not just those notes, but other similar frequencies will vibrate with them. So it's the same way when you think and feel in a certain way, you're emitting this electromagnetic frequency. The thought or the intention sends out an electrical signal, and the feeling, the emotion that comes from the heart, does a magnetic frequency. So the thought sends the signal out, and the magnet, the heart, draws the experience to us. So as you write this script, and I recommend recording it actually in your voice, and do this in the present moment. So one day I'm going to have $1 million is not what you want. I wake up and I'm so ecstatic that I'm a millionaire. I can't believe it's so amazing. Okay? I get in my car and I drive this beautiful scenic route down the beach and I get out to surf first thing in the morning. Whatever that is for you, put it down in the present moment. Okay? And as you record it, maybe you put it to some nice music that you really love. What you want to do is play this recording first thing in the morning. The reason you do this first thing in the morning is because the brain waves are slower. You know, when you first wake up, you're a little bit groggy. Well, you're kind of passing in between consciousness and subconsciousness. And in that state of alpha and theta, where the brain waves are slow, we actually have access to the subconscious mind and we can program it. That's why the first thing in the morning is so important, that you start with a vision and you don't turn on the news, don't check your text messages first thing in the morning. It took me a long time to break that habit, but once I did, and I started getting into this vision of what I wanted to create, all the things started filling in around me. So do this first thing in the morning and right before bed. And what you're doing is each time you begin to visualize and you begin to experience the emotions that are going to be yours when this happens, you're programming your brain and body to look like this experience has already happened. And just like any other skill, just like learning to play the violin or a piano or hitting a tennis ball, the more you do this, the more it becomes a skill, the more it becomes just who you are. And now you're vibrating this new energy that is connected to everything of this new perfect average day. And now all the people, all the circumstances, all the things, all of the opportunities that need to happen in order for you to do this begin to be drawn to you. And the universe is beginning to send you little hints that what you're doing is the right thing, and just continue to do this. So I'm really interested in you and what your vision is. What are the things that you want to be experiencing? What are you going to put down in your script? If you'd share it down in the comments, it inspires all of us. And then keep us updated on how it's going for you. If there's any other type of video that you would like to see on a specific topic, put it down in the comments. I'd be happy to make them for you. This is my passion, and I'm so grateful for you to allow me to do this as part of my day. So thank you so much. If you found this video helpful, click the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so that you get notified of the next video. And thanks again. Have an amazing day. Talk to you soon.